decision
So would the Clinton campaign agree that once Florida's delegates are accepted, even if 100% of them are accepted, full credit as if there had been no violation of the rules, will the candidates both agree that the person who gets the most elected delegates is the nominee? Will they agree to go by the count of elected delegates? If that's going to be the biggest fight, getting credit for all the elected delegates, and you're leading that fight down there, shouldn't those elected delegates decide who wins?
But, Chris, that's not the rules. The rules of the Democratic Party provide for a combination of types of delegates that make the selection for the Democratic nominee. We have elected delegates, we have pledged delegates, we have at-large delegates, and we have superdelegates. And it is not any one type of delegate that ultimately determines who the nominee is. So when we have a
you're
combination...
fighting for the accreditation of all your delegates, but in the end of the game, you don't think the elected delegates should decide this thing. They could be overruled by the superdelegates, you think?
Chris, we should, if the refrain that has occurred throughout this campaign has been we need to follow the rules, we need to follow all the rules. We can't pick and choose among the rules that we like and dislike.
Well, the problem is Florida broke the rules.
The nominee is selected. No, Florida didn't break the rules.
She did.
Well, the Republican legislature made a decision.
And the Democrats voted with the How did the Democrats vote in the legislature?
The Democrats in the legislature voted for a total elections package in which this one provision was a part of. That is not an endorsement of the moving of the primary outside of the window. But we're way beyond that. The bottom line here,
did they offer an amendment to clarify their position?
Yes, they did. They absolutely did.
And then what happened?
There were amendments
and they offered that amendment, and then they voted for the full package.
And you know why they voted for the full package, Chris, because that bill included an assurance that we would finally move to an election system where we could make sure that we could have manual recounts, which is what we've been fighting for since 2000. We have very raw nerves in Florida from the recount, and we can't have a repeat.